Hi there, Kaizen Sensei here, going to talk to you about what lean is. Now, it's sometimes called lean manufacturing, lean enterprise, okay? Lean management, sometimes it's just called Toyota production system. But they all follow one principle, and that principle is to reduce cost, increase capacity without affecting quality and customer value by number one, eliminating waste, and implementing continuous improvement. Now, value. Value is defined as delivering what the customer wants perfectly on time, hassle and defects free. And that kind of like makes it real. Because if you do not provide value to your customer, they won't come back. So it's very important that you do whatever you can do to facilitate the customer's wants and need. And the best way to do that is to work as a whole to make sure that you have the right mindset and the right culture to give them what they want. Okay, let's talk about capacity. Okay, capacity is defined as work plus waste. Okay, work plus waste. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example, a kind of a crude example of what this is about, but it kind of like gives you an idea of what capacity can do for a company and how it can reduce cost. If I asked you to put 8 pounds of marbles in a 4-pound bag, if I asked you, you would say, you're crazy, you're nuts, okay? Well, the way that you can do it, the other option is to put 4 pounds of marbles, empty out that bag, then put the other 4 pounds, and then you've accomplished putting the 8 pounds in the 4-pound bag. Now, what if we looked at that 4-pound bag to represent 1 day's worth of work? And you have 8 pounds of tasks to do. That means it takes 2 days to accomplish the task. Okay, now let's go to capacity. Work plus waste. If we were to eliminate the waste, conceptually speaking, theoretically speaking, we can actually gain 4 pounds. And if that 4 pounds gains another 4 pounds, that becomes an 8-pound bag. And if that works out, that means you can do 8 pounds of work instead of in 2 days in 1 day. You see how lean can work for you, how it can, by increasing capacity, you reduce costs. Again, this is a crude example, but it's something that, I want you to kind of like see how this thing can work out, and it actually works out real cool, okay? Now, how it works is that not only should executive management and owners need to know what lean is because they've got to support the process, but the ones who actually do the continuous improvement and eliminate the waste are actually the people on the shop floor, okay? We're talking about the forklift drivers, the machinists, the people who unloads the trucks and loads the trucks, even the people who sweeps the floor. We are talking about people in the administrative staff, the bookkeeping, the HR, anybody else who can actually create the continuous improvement has the ability to help the company. And you're given 3 basic tools, 3, and that's 5S to identify the 7 deadly wastes, and Kaizen, okay? I have videos that explain what 5S and 7 deadly wastes, but what I want to do is I want you to concentrate on what Kaizen is. Kaizen in Japanese means good change, okay? Good change. And there are 3 types of changes now. Just do or fix it, the blitz, and the charters. Now the charter is very involved, costs a lot of money. Very rarely do you see any of that, but when you do, you'll know it, okay? The blitzes is something less involved. It takes about 2 to 3 or maybe even 5 people. They've got this great idea for continuous improvement. They submit it to management. Management says, I love it. Then they ask to have it paid. Here's your money. They work on it, then they get credit for it. Now the ones that you're gonna be getting a lot of are the just fix and do it. And there's a real small things like cleaning up the place, putting visual controls. There's not an awful lot of ways in which you can just just capitalize on this. Now, the key to this is to log every single one of these Kaizens. Show that you've collected and done these Kaizen, so you have this big gigantic binder of testaments that you actually improve the company. Okay, that's what's key. Remember, if you want to change the culture and behavior and mindset of the employees, you've got to engage them by giving them the right tools. Okay, management must go out there and ask you, what's the Kaizen for the day, and they will give it to you by empowering them to participate in making the company better and who it is and what it does. Because what it only does is just makes you more efficient, makes you more effective, makes you more productive, and most certainly makes you more profitable. So anyway, I kind of like stumble around this thing, and I'm just hoping that you might be able to learn more. There's some great books I want you to read. Jeffrey Liker wrote a book called Toyota Way, 14 Management Principles. Yoshihito Wakamatsu wrote the Toyota Mindset, okay? It has the 10 Commandments of Lean. Taichi Ono, in his memoirs, wrote Workplace Management. That kind of like gets into the heart and the culture of what Lean is. Now, there's another great book called The Machine That Changed the World by James Womack, Danny Owens, Danny Ruse, and John Kapsick. They're think tank, they're thinkers, they're professor from MIT. It's a great book. It takes you some time to read it because it is kind of like a little complicated, but it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's what Lean is, okay? It's a culture, behavior-based mindset of a total quality management system that makes a company better in who it is and what it does. So anyway, I hope you like what you saw. I kind of like I said, I kind of like work my way through this, but I think you got the gist of it. So anyway, Kaizen Sensei says, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.